Good morning, everyone. I'm here to show you a little folio that I've done. I was inspired by Wild Rose Bohemian and her kit called Field Notes. And obviously, when you think field notes and things like that, you automatically think of our Tracie Fox, don't you? So I've combined some of Tracie's stuff and some of Rose's from Field Notes. The actual covers are from Journaling Basics from Create with Scrimping Mummy, which fitted perfectly. They were just great. So I'm going to list all the different kits because there's too much to print off to show to do a video. But as I go through, I will tell you what came from what and where and all the rest of it. So here's our folio. Oops, let's pull these tags out. Now the tags, I just cut them to size myself, but the papers on the back again are Amanda's, which is Create with Scrimping Mummy. These fabulous journaling cards, and the set is about 20. There are loads and loads of them, and these little bits here are all from Rose. These are from Tracie. Okay, we're going to get lost. And then here, these are Rose's wonderful specimen cards. Now, what's different about these is I love the way that she's got the little rivets in the corner. These are Tracie. Here, you can see that's a Tracie, can't you? And I've done it so that you can pull the little card out. I've backed it on paper so it's easier to do. That is one of Rose's numbers. With Rose and Tracie, they are quite close in how they designed this, which is wonderful because everything just marries together. This is Tracie, this is Rose, and I've just had the most fun creating these, putting everything together because it was just wow. So when you're thinking about making something, think about what you've already got. In fact, one of the groups was talking about this. It was one of Kerry Ann, and it is so easy to forget what you've already got. And one thing I love to do, I'm always going back through Tracies, all the time going back through Tracies to find something else that I can do with it. It's one of those, you know, it's like a sweetie jar. You're always finding some goodie at the bottom of it, especially when it comes to her little tags, a little journaling cards, little sayings, all these little things, and the tickets and that, they all are useful time and time and time again. Now this is from her assemblage. You get these, there's 6 of this, right? There's 6 of these, and you get them in this size and you get them in the smaller size. And I've punched squares in and put the acetate at the back. Now I know Tracie also on her video, which I'll try and find, of putting these together, she did punches too, but my punch won't go much past about a tiny little bit down here. So it was like they were off kilter, so I've had to get a craft knife out on these ones. But I know Tracie used a punch. And with the square punches, if you haven't noticed, when they say it's a 1 inch, it's not a 1 inch. And when they say it's a 2 inch, it's not a 2 inch, because they measure from corner to corner. They don't do it this way. So the pictures are all from Rose, from Wild Rose. And some of the words and numbers, like particularly this is a Tracie. You can tell that's a Tracie, can't you, straight away? And this is a Tracie. So I've just had so much fun putting all these together. And what I love about Tracie is when you turn them over, you've got the back matching the front. It just works beautifully. And the pockets come in with the assemblage. You actually get these pockets in with it. So it's easy to make them into something lovely in your journaling. Then I made a couple of more of these, and the backgrounds are papers from Amanda. And as you can see, these wonderful journaling cards, I mean, they're a really good size for making just journaling cards, or for putting on tags and making them into pockets. There are loads and loads and loads, so please go and have a look at them because there are masses. But this is the reason why I didn't print them all off, because if I print them all off, we'll be here till next Christmas. Now in this one, I've done it Midori style with the elastic in the middle, and I've not bound it, so you can take the pages in and out. I've also used in here Tracie's paper clips. I love her paper clips. I think they are absolutely ingenious. They really are so easy to put together. Absolutely cracking. And I will do a wee how-to at the end of this video, okay, of how to put these together. Really quick and easy. This is one of the snakes off of one of the little journaling cards. And I just love these. And then here's another little specimen card. I mean, who wouldn't love these? They're brilliant, aren't they? As I say, the background is just, I've just cut to size. So I'd had fun with the acetate this time. And these just fit perfectly on here, really do. And they just match it all wonderfully. Daughter-in-law this morning says to me, it looks like Harry Potter. I thought, well, I don't think it does. I think it's a bit more scary than Harry Potter. More like, you know, Halloween than Harry Potter. You know, we're talking about one of the grandkids, and we're talking about Lewis, and then she turned around and she says, no, Emily's the one who'll be into bugs. She's definitely a tomboy like her mother. And here, aren't these lovely? They're just absolutely adorable. I just really, really had fun making all these. I didn't get the paper clips when Tracie was doing it over the design team, because I was not in that land at that time. I was just trying to work out whether I would be coming back or not. And there's another one. I've done that one coming out the top. So I've popped it up there, and I'm wondering what I've done with them. But so those numbers from Tracie are absolutely brilliant. And then you've got letters as well. They just really, you know, change the whole feel of the journal, don't they? I'm trying to keep the PC on so you've got the light on the page. You hear a click every now and again. Look, poor frog. I think he got squashed. It's terrible to think the Victorians, you know, were catching all these live butterflies and pinning them to boards and the things they used to do. But they had to learn, didn't they? Had to discover what these things were and what they were about, you know. All these papers are from Wild Rose. And then there's another one of the assemblage. Stuck a wee spider in there. Oh, Tracie does love her bugs. And then there's another one. And you can see all the backgrounds are different. This one I've just literally just layered on it. I didn't do the cutting of the hole out. And they're fab, aren't they? And there's a couple more cards. I love those. But this is just, and there's another paper clip up there. And then on the back, we've got a lot that's gone a bit squiffy. I just love the shape of these specimen cards. If it's going to come out, they are. Something with a long tail. In fact, talking of long tails, there was a video, and I can't mind, I think it was Instagram, of a seagull catching and eating a full squirrel. I just went, how on earth as he does that? But doesn't it show that they're hungry because there's nothing much around? They're so used to having people going to the seaside and dropping food and stealing burgers out of people's hands, which I know they're doing Dumfries. I've seen them doing it. And suddenly it's not there. And here in Hawick, because we've got the flood protection going in on the River Teviot, all the seagulls that used to be there have come up to Burnfoot. And there ain't much around because the kids are on school holidays. I've seen videos of the seagulls wandering into shops and nicking packets of crisps. So that's my gorgeous, gorgeous folio. I really have absolutely loved making this. I really did. It's just such a treasure. It really is. And I will now turn this off, and I will do the second part where I will show you how to do the paper clips, and I'll show a couple of the papers as well. Hi guys, back again. Hopefully I'm a bit more organised now. This is the kit assemblage. Now in assemblage you get 6 pages of these slides and 1 page with pockets on, okay, and then you get extra bits of ephemera on. I think it's 3 or 4 of them. You get extra bits of ephemera that you can then add to these. Now Tracie has done an amazing video putting these together and showing you how to use them, so I'm going to link that video so you can go over to her channel and watch it, because it is brilliant. It really is. I mean, she, you know what Tracie's like, she sort of puts on things you wouldn't imagine. So these are just a couple more to show you. Obviously once you cut them out, I've then inked round them, I've whipped the corners off, you know, with a corner punch, and they're ready to go. You can either then take ephemera and stick it all over, or you can do the windows like I did. Now the windows, to do the windows, the best way to do the window is to get a 1-inch square punch and then use that as a template to get it exactly where you want it in the middle, because most of the punches will come over to one side. You're not going to be able to get far enough to cut it out. But I found that the easiest way was to just cut a square out, pop it on and draw around it, and that worked brilliantly for me. And then obviously you can just use your craft knife to cut them out. Okay, so that's assemblage. Now assemblage, I will tell you, I have used it over and over and over and over again. It is one of those kits you'll go back to and back to and back to. I really, really recommend it. I mean, as I say, it was about 2 or 3 years ago that this came out. Then we have the paper clips. Now the paper clips are absolutely adorable. There are 2 sets of paper clips. This is the field notes, and the other set is about bionicles. I'm having one of those days today. Botanicals. You get 4 pages like this with your little papers on it for making your clips, and then you get a page of ephemera. Now on the ephemera are those lovely little ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s that I used on my specimen cards. Okay, they are part of this. You get little note, you know, little things like this on it, tags, little tabby bits, and you get lots and lots of tiny weeny ephemera like this, and they are so darn cute. So you get lots and lots with these. So as I say, there's 2 totally separate kits depending on what you want, whether you're going to be going for this sort of colouring or whether you want the brighter ones. Okay, now to put these together, it is really, really easy. Again, Tracie's done a video and I can link that too. So you cut them out. You've got one smaller than the other. Okay, so you're going to bend them up, and you are going to glue just round here. Okay, you then pop your paper clip in like this. Okay, the other one, again, you will glue it. I'm not gluing it just to save time. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh dear. And you just pull it out like this. So your paper clip will look just like that. Okay, and this slips beautifully on and off the paper when it's glued. You need to glue these 2 bits together, okay, at the top, so that it sits properly, and I think they're absolutely ingenious. I wasn't actually in, you know, doing the DT work at the time that Tracie brought these out. It was just beforehand, so I whipped her and brought them when she had the sale, and I think they are absolutely brilliant. You know, there's just so many things you can put on them, and doing the field notes, absolutely great. So that's those from our Tracie. That's your fingers and thumbs. And then this one. These field notes, as you can see, I've put on 2 to a page so that, you know, they're a decent size. I often print 4 to a page, which is what I did for those tiny little ones, the paper clips. 4 to a page was perfect for those. And I have used these over and over and over again. These are the Botanical Specimen Ephemera, okay? In there, you will get some old little journaling cards. There's a couple of pockets. In fact, I think there's an envelope in there too. And there's some completely different style specimen cards. And this was brought out definitely 3 years, maybe 4 years ago. But it is really, really a good go-to. Once you've got these, if you're into your bugs and things like that and field notes and what have you, this is a go-to. Absolutely love it. Right, so that's our Tracie's side. Now, this is the kit from our rose, Wild Rose Bohemian. I'm going to have to move it up and down so that you can see it properly. I'm sorry the light is not that good in here, and I'm hoping you'll be able to see the video okay. As you can see, you've got several of these wonderful specimen cards, lots of great ephemera, and if I didn't know better, I would have said Tracie had done this. You can see it's so like her. It's so similar in style. But it's not, you know, you can tell it's not. That's the thing. Wonderful, wonderful cards here. These here, these cards, these are the bigger cards that I was showing you earlier, like here. The bigger ones, the bigger journaling cards. They are the same. And you do get the PDF to print the bigger size off, which is really, really good. And then you've got these fussy cuts. Now, these fussy cuts are just incredible, aren't they? Absolutely lovely. I personally like the rat because we used to have rats. I'm thinking if I turn it like that, can you actually see that how many are actually on there better? And if I just flick through these again, sorry, I'm repeating myself, just so you can see how much is on these. I mean, she has crammed every little inch on here. Every little inch is covered. Okay, and then these are the papers that I used for the book in the middle, you know, the Midori style. I think these are lovely too. Really great papers. That's the mushroom, it's upside down. Always happens when you're doing a video, doesn't it? That things turn up upside down, or something falls off, or your glue won't work. How many people at the moment are having problems with their Fabri-Tac with the hot weather? Oh my goodness. Talk about bubble and, you know, want to come back out of the top and all the rest of it. It was definitely go and get the nail varnish remover out, you know, the acetate. Now, as you can see here, I printed these off smaller. This was 65% to get to that size, and it worked perfectly. I could cut them out without any problems, and they fitted great. Absolutely great. And as I say, the other 2 pages are from Create with Scrimping Mummy. Sorry, I always know a Scrimping Mummy, and it is always trying to think of what the word is before. But there are journaling basics, which I'll link as well. And it's just the 2 pages that you saw on here. So you've got this lovely one at the back, which has got lots and lots of adverts on. If I just flick it like that, you can see it better, can't you? It's got fabulous adverts on. Oops. Nothing to do with bugs, but it looked good. And then this one, it's all different envelopes. You know, it's got mail. You've got mail today, so it's all that. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. It was a bit of a muddle up today. But I'm having to work around the kids downstairs. Bless their hearts, they're on holidays. We've got 2 new neighbours 2 doors up, and they've got a couple of boys. Downstairs next door, I've also got a couple of boys. Upstairs, I've got a boy, and all the boys, they're incredible. And of course, there's 3 downstairs as well. They all play together. They all get on absolutely amazing. They love playing football and everything else together, and it's been such a pleasure. But obviously you can't do a video when the kids are screaming underneath your window. You wouldn't be able to hear me. Mind you, it might be a blessing, but there you go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody who was celebrating the 4th of July yesterday had an amazing day. It was really cold up here in Scotland. I was contemplating putting the heating on at one stage. It's crazy, middle of July, and you know, it was cold. But no, I resisted well, you know. I was thinking blanket. I thought, no, you've got to get used to this. So hopefully the weather will warm up for the kids over the summer holidays. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll put all the links below. Do have a go at making a folio, because they're just so quick and easy to do. You've literally got your page printed out, and I in the middle of here is cardboard from an envelope. You know, those, it wasn't an Amazon one, it was a World of Books one, which is a little bit thicker. These are just literally 3-inch depth. All of these I've done at 3 inches, and you then have your heart's content and fill it. So have a wonderful day. Love and blessings, everyone. Bye.